20 most mysterious wonders in the world that even locals are shocked to discover. Amidst the vast silence of the universe, Earth still regularly hums the song of mysteries. Each mountain is a story carved over millions of years. There are small villages where people live in harmony with the gentle rhythm of nature. In today's journey, you will not only pass through new lands but also feel the flame of adventure gradually burning in your chest. Listen to the call from places never seen before. Take a step and let this planet engrave its story into the depths of your soul. The journey takes us to America. Angel Falls is a wonder that leaves anyone who witnesses it in awe. With a height of over 900 meters, including a section where the waterfall flows straight from nearly 830 meters high, it is famously known as the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall. During the rainy season, the water rushes down like a white silk ribbon from the sky, creating a sound echoing throughout the mountains like the roar of wild nature. Conversely, in the dry season, the waterfall becomes gentler and reveals the majestic cliffs behind, offering a beauty both powerful and serene. The indigenous name of the waterfall is Tarapahupai Melu, meaning the waterfall of the deepest place, reflecting the deep faith and cultural connection of the local people with nature. Especially, not only the waterfall, but the surrounding forest is also an ecological treasure with birds like the harpy eagle, the largest bird of prey in South America, and flocks of colorful macaws flying across the forest canopy. Each ancient tree, layers of vines, and dense ferns are nurtured by the cool mist rising from the base of the waterfall, creating a space both magnificent and mysterious. Cappadocia is a fairyland in the heart of Turkey, long making many hearts flutter with its surreal beauty like in ancient fairy tales. Not only famous for its cone-shaped rock formations called fairy chimneys, it is also known for its colorful hot air balloon rides floating in the sky, creating a dreamlike scene. After millions of years of geological formation, this land has formed valleys stretching for kilometers with mushroom-shaped rocks over 10 meters tall. Especially at sunrise, space seems to glow with shimmering golden light covering every corner. Not only captivating with its landscape, Cappadocia also possesses a cave system that once served as a hiding place for prehistoric people, and was also a center of early Christianity, with churches carved into rock. Inside are frescoes of profound cultural and spiritual value. Additionally, the local culture here is a blend of Turkish tradition and the essence of the Silk Road, clearly reflected in the wines made from native grape varieties. Despite the somewhat arid climate, this land still sustains a precious ecosystem with rabbits, foxes, and pigeons, species once closely tied to ancient agricultural life. And if you have the chance to stop here, experiencing a stay in unique cave hotels will surely be an unforgettable memory. If there is a place both majestic and poetic, it is the Cliffs of Moher, a famous wonder on the Atlantic coast. Here, the towering rock walls nearly 200 meters high, stretching over 14 kilometers, open up an overwhelming scene that leaves anyone speechless, with sea waves constantly crashing at the base, spraying white foam, while the lush green grasslands undulate above, creating a vivid natural painting full of mystery as sunset gradually falls. Atop the cliffs, an old tower from the 19th century stands firm like a silent soldier witnessing time pass by. The Cliffs of Moher are not only famous for their majestic beauty but also tied to Icelandic cultural history, considered sacred in Celtic beliefs, with many legends recorded about mythical sea creatures. The emotional folk music played here is not just art but the soul of an entire culture. Along with the rich life of thousands of seabirds soaring in the sky. While beneath the clear water, dolphins and seals swim leisurely, creating a scene both vast and intimate. The Chocolate Hills in the Philippines are truly a natural wonder that everyone admires. With over 1,200 cone-shaped hills, covering an area of more than 49 square kilometers. Each hill stands 30 to 50 meters tall, especially in the rainy season. The entire area turns a vibrant green, but when the dry season comes, those hills shift to a deep brown, looking like exquisitely beautiful giant chocolate pieces. This makes the hills not just a natural landscape but an artwork formed over millions of years. Their formation began from ancient coral reefs, gradually eroded over time, combined with geological activity, creating the unique shapes seen today. Moreover, the Chocolate Hills are strictly protected as a National Geological Monument. Here, there are pathways and observation decks for tourists, allowing full appreciation of the beauty while preserving the pristine nature. Thus, the Chocolate Hills have become not only a symbol of natural beauty but also a cultural pride, contributing significantly to the local tourism industry. The Banawe rice terraces in the Philippines, a masterpiece of nature combined with the diligent labor of human hands. Are a vivid testament to the power of time and culture. Located on the island of Luzon, at thousands of meters above sea level, these ancient terraces have existed for over 2,000 years. Created entirely by human effort without the aid of machinery. During the rice harvest season, the entire mountain range seems draped in a golden coat, standing on amidst the misty fog, creating a scene both mystical and poetic. Not limited to visual beauty, this place also has an intricate irrigation system, channeling water from the forest to each small rice field, showcasing the ingenuity and wisdom of the indigenous. Especially, the rice terraces hold deep spiritual value linked to the Ifugao tradition, where the terraces are seen as a pathway to the blue sky. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site since 1995, this area stands out not only for its landscape, but also for its ancient cultural features expressed through rice cultivation. The characteristic wooden houses with thatched roofs and traditional folk dances, surrounded by a rich tropical forest ecosystem, home to many rare bird species, forest monkeys and delicious native plants, all blend together to create a perfect picture between nature and humans. With a vast area of over 8 million square kilometers, Sahara is not only the world's hottest desert, but also a land covering nearly one-third of the African continent. At first glance, visitors are overwhelmed by sand dunes nearly 200 meters high, curving like endless golden waves, where refreshing green oases unexpectedly appear as miraculous gifts from nature amidst the aridity. Few know that millions of years ago, this was once a fertile land with rivers and lakes. Today, traces of that golden age are still recorded through ancient cities buried deep beneath the golden sand. Moreover, the Sahara once played an important role in ancient trade routes, where caravans carrying gold and salt crossed endless seas of sand to connect cultures. Life here is extremely special, with a unique nomadic culture. Dances around blazing fires at night, along with prehistoric rock paintings telling stories of the harmony between humans and nature over thousands of years. Mount Everest, a majestic symbol of the Himalayas, is not only the world's highest peak at over 8,848 meters, but also a place containing miraculous natural blessings. When the first sunlight shines, the snow on the peak glows in brilliant pink, blending with white clouds and sparkling glaciers to create a breathtakingly magical scene. Not only possessing spectacular beauty, Everest also holds profound sacred meaning. Local people respectfully call it the Mother of the Universe, a sacred land converging heaven and earth. In 1953, the world turned its eyes to this mountain when two explorers, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, first successfully conquered that historic peak. Since then, Everest has become a symbol of humanity's aspiration to reach the ultimate limit. Remarkably, this peak continues to grow by millimeters each year due to ongoing geological activity. When descending to lower regions, the scenery becomes poetic with vibrant red rhododendron forests, where snow leopards hide in the cold and Himalayan eagles soar in the sky. All this has made Everest a destination not only for exploration enthusiasts, but also a place marking extraordinary stories of courage and the desire to conquer nature. Meanwhile, in the heart of vast Australia, Uluru, the massive red rock, appears as a legendary wonder in the desert. With a height of over 348 meters and circumference of more than 9 kilometers, Uluru stands out not only for its impressive size, but also astonishes when we learn that the visible portion represents only about 1/3 of the entire rock. The remainder hidden deep underground, like a mysterious submerged part of an iceberg in an ocean of sand, formed approximately 550 million years ago. Uluru is the exposed portion of a massive geological structure, silently existing for billions of years beneath the dust of time. From afar, the rock appears smooth, but up close reveals clearly visible rock cavities, caves, and sharp erosion lines that nature has carved over centuries. Notably, Uluru also creates unique micro-weather effects as the rock absorbs and reflects heat, contributing to climate regulation in the surroundings. Since 2019, climbing Uluru has been completely banned to show respect for the beliefs and culture of the Anangu indigenous community. Since then, this place has been here not only as a tourist destination but also as a symbol of harmony between humans and nature, between past and present. Moving to Peru, Rainbow Mountain, also known as Vinicunca, stands out in the Andes at nearly 5,200 meters above sea level. What makes this mountain special are the vibrant colored stripes stretching across its slopes, creating a magical and vivid natural painting. The red comes from iron oxide, the yellow from iron sulfide, and the blue from chlorides blending to make the scenery here exceptionally rare. Before 2015, this mountainous area was covered by a thick layer of ice, but climate change has melted that ice to reveal the colorful beauty bestowed by nature. Additionally, due to its high altitude and harsh climate, the vegetation here mainly consists of low grasses like ICHU grass, characteristic of the Andean highlands. To reach Rainbow Mountain, tourists must undergo a quite arduous journey, driving long roads from the big city and then continuing on narrow and dusty paths. But all those difficulties are rewarded by the spectacular scenery here. Located on the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, Chichen Itza was once the brilliant center of the ancient Maya civilization. Most prominent is the El Castillo Pyramid, standing nearly 30 meters high and notably featuring 365 steps, symbolizing each day of a full year. Not stopping there, this place also possesses the largest ancient ball court ever known, where mysterious rituals related to life and death took place. It played an extremely sacred role in the spiritual life of the Maya. Moreover, we cannot overlook the deep natural sinkholes, where clear water hides stories of sacred sacrificial rituals, contributing to the indescribable mystique of the entire archaeological spanning from the 7th to the 13th century. Chichen Itza once flourished by harmoniously blending Maya culture and Toltec influences. Among them, the circular observatory is a vivid testament to the profound understanding of ancient astronomy. Especially, surrounding the archaeological site is a tropical rainforest, where rare jaguars and colorful toucans frequently appear, adding to the wild and vibrant beauty of this place. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, Chichen Itza is like a door opening to a golden past, preserving the immutable values of a great civilization. Today, let us explore Plitvice Lakes National Park in Croatia. Which is likened to a green paradise in the heart of Europe, with a system of 16 large and small lakes naturally connected by a series of waterfalls. This area possesses a gentle and graceful beauty but is no less magnificent, formed over thousands of years through the karstification process in limestone. The lake surfaces here are so clear that schools of fish swimming below can be seen distinctly, with watercolors changing according to sunlight and minerals, sometimes deep blue, other times shifting to an enchanting emerald. Not only water, this park is also home to many wild animals like brown bears, wolves, and over 160 species of birds living year-round. Recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO since 1979, it is a harmony of natural landscapes and wildlife, The forest surrounding the park is covered with tall pine, sturdy ancient trees, and wildflowers like orchids, gentians, and lakeside, creating a space that is both peaceful and vibrant. Every step here is not just a journey to capture beautiful images, but also a return to the most pristine and pure nature. In the heart of the vast land of Mexico, Paracutin is an extremely special volcano. Not only the youngest volcano ever recorded in history, Paracutin also amazed the world by appearing completely unexpectedly. In 1943, in what was once a green cornfield, starting as just a small crack in the ground, it quickly rose powerfully, and within 9 years grew over 400 meters high before falling completely silent in 1952. This mountain lies on a plateau nearly 3,000 meters high, where the natural scenery holds both fierce and magnificent, with black lava flows stretching nearly 230 kilometers long, interspersed with scattered dragons, blood trees, and dry grass under a deep blue sky. That very contrast created an unforgettable natural landscape for anyone who has ever set foot there. Most notably, Paracutin became a rare phenomenon when scientists had the opportunity to witness its entire life cycle from the first moment the lava moved, until the final moment when everything returned to peace. For that reason, it is likened to a unique natural laboratory in the world. On February 20, 1943, a local farmer was the first to discover the volcano's formation. From that moment, the entire community was forced to evacuate in panic as a raging lava flow surged forward, sweeping away everything in its path. In the end, only the church bell tower remained standing strong, towering against the scattered black, like a sacred relic of that historical moment. Continuing southward, Table Mountain in South Africa emerges as a symbol of majestic nature. The flat mountaintop like a table stretches over 2 kilometers and extends toward the deep blue Atlantic Ocean. When standing at the peak over 1,000 meters high, the view expands to the horizon, especially during sunset evenings when the vibrant orange scene dyes the entire sky, while ethereal mist clouds drift silently past like a white silk ribbon covering the mountain. An interesting point is the rotating cable car system that takes visitors from the base to the summit, unveiling a comprehensive view from towering granite cliffs to cool green forests and endless grasslands. Not just a tourist destination, this place is also sacred land in the consciousness of indigenous people for thousands of years. They believe this place is connected to ancient legends of gods and the breath of the sea. Notably, this mountain is also home to a rare ecosystem, with colorful plant species and eagles soaring wide in the sky. Formed from sandstone, over 600 million years old, this place is not only a natural symbol but also a lasting cultural inspiration over time. Continuing the exploration journey is the land of Trollstigen in Norway. Trollstigen is famous worldwide as a stunning fjord, where water currents weave beneath vertical cliffs rising over 900 meters under natural light, especially during winter aurora nights when water reflects sparkling light, creating a scene as if stepping out from Nordic fairy tale pages. Not only that, Trollstigen is also where hundreds of white waterfalls cascade from the mountaintop into the fjord, creating powerful echoing sounds throughout the mountains and forest. Indigenous people for generations has skillfully adapted to the rugged terrain, building small villages nestled peacefully on rocky slopes or by the fjord's edge. Thus, the lifestyle here carries a unique cultural trait close to pristine nature. Meanwhile, Trollstigen's ecosystem is also extremely rich, with whales, seals, and sea eagles frequently appearing, creating a vibrant picture amidst the vast sky. When summer arrives, lush pine forests and wildflowers simultaneously bloom across the mountains, making the scenery here even more brilliant. Although visitors to Trollstigen not only get to witness the magnificent beauty firsthand, but can also experience boat journeys through winding fjords, or simply walk along beautiful trails. Then end the long day with a delicious seafood meal featuring freshly caught salmon and crab. All these elements combine to create an unforgettable impression on explorers. Toward the western hemisphere, about 50 kilometers from Mexico City, Teotihuacan emerges as a legendary mark of ancient civilization. Once a large city with over 120,000 inhabitants, Teotihuacan stands out with a sun pyramid over 60 meters high, the largest structure in the entire area. Additionally, the Avenue of the Dead stretches over 1 kilometer, connecting magnificent architectural work, creating a surprisingly balanced layout. Located in a valley over 2,300 meters above sea level, it holds a landscape both arid and magnificent, with fields of cacti stretching under the deep blue sky. Formed in the 2nd century BC, Teotihuacan was an important cultural and religious center with sacred rituals to honor the gods. Although by the 7th century, the city was mysteriously abandoned. Later, the Aztecs believed it was the birthplace of the gods. Today, the ecosystem here remains pristine with wild rabbits, hawks, and countless cacti scattered throughout the valley. It is a combination of historical, cultural, and mysterious natural elements that makes Teotihuacan a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987 and to this day continues to be a captivating destination for anyone fascinated by the mysteries of the past. Leaving Mexico, the journey takes us to the cold land of Iceland, home to Thingvellir National Park. The appeal here lies in the perfect harmony between natural beauty and historical value. Thingvellir is not just a park but also where two massive tectonic plates, North American and Eurasian, are slowly pulling apart bit by bit. Though shifting only about 2 centimeters per year, over time it has created a unique rift valley. Moreover, a standout destination within the park is Silfra, where visitors can dive between 2 continents in crystal clear water formed from glacial melt. It is truly a magical experience that few places in the world can offer. Not stopping there, Thingvellir also boasts Lake Thingvallavatn, Iceland's largest freshwater lake, attracting many visitors with its peaceful scenery and exciting fishing opportunities in pristine natural surroundings. The park was established in 1930 and became Iceland's first national park. And in 2004, Thingvellir was officially recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, not only for its unique geology but also for its profound historical and cultural. In Canada, Fournier Mountains National Park is located at the northern tip of the Labrador Peninsula, becoming the largest national park in the country's Atlantic region with a vast area of nearly 9,700 square kilometers. S highest peaks, including Mount Kobvik and Mont D, with heights over 1,600 meters, it is also a sanctuary for many rare wildlife species, such as caribou, black bears, polar bears, red foxes, and along with predatory birds like eagles, peregrine falcons, and golden eagles. Additionally, deep fjords scattered throughout the park create a landscape both majestic and poetic, making it an ideal destination for nature lovers and explorers for activities like hiking, mountaineering, or kayaking. Established in 2008, the park embodies a mystical beauty reflected in its Inuktitut name, Place of Spirits. Victoria Falls is one of Africa's prominent natural wonders, peacefully situated in the remote south. Not only stunning with its majestic beauty but also evoking awe as the water plunges powerfully from a height of nearly 115 meters. Especially during the rainy season, the falls awaken with over 11,000 liters of water per second, creating a spray that rises over 400 meters high. When sunlight shines through the mist, vibrant rainbows appear, like a miracle in a cool tropical forest. It doesn't end there. In the dry season, the dark basalt rocks gradually emerge, perfectly contrasting with the white water, making the scene enchanting and mesmerizing. Historically, local people have revered these falls since ancient times, considering them a sacred place tied to many mysterious legends. In 1855, a British explorer officially named the falls Victoria, and for those seeking something truly special, the Devil's Pool right at the edge of the falls is sure to pique curiosity. In the dry season, adventurous visitors can swim here, viewing the waterfall from an unparalleled vantage point. Leaving Africa, let's head to Rio de Janeiro, the shining gem of Brazil. Stretching along the Atlantic coast, this city has long been nicknamed the Marvelous City. not only thanks to the incredibly beautiful natural scenery but also because of few places can compare. The white sandy beaches, stretching seemingly endlessly along with mountain ranges over 700 meters high, covered in dense forests, create a natural picture of poetic. On the mountain peak, the giant statue of Christ the Redeemer stands, spreading its arms to embrace the entire city as a sacred symbol in the hearts of the local people. Not only famous for its scenery, Rio also captivates visitors with its colorful carnival, considered the largest in the world. The lively samba rhythms and elaborate feathered headdresses spread through the streets, making the whole city come alive with endless joy. Notably, Rio was once the capital of Brazil for nearly 2 centuries. Therefore, it still preserves many architectural works, deeply marked by Portuguese influence, blended with indigenous culture and African influences. The people here are very friendly, always smiling and ready to chat with anyone. They turn every street corner into an artistic stage, with vibrant murals and spontaneous street music. Surrounding the city are lush forests, home to agile capuchin monkeys, colorful parrots, and even schools of dolphins swimming playfully offshore. And next, Iguazu Falls is also an unmissable destination in the journey to explore the world's wonders. Located on the border between Argentina and Brazil, Iguazu Falls is known as one of the largest waterfall systems in the world. With a width spanning nearly 30 kilometers and a main fall over 80 meters high, it truly leaves anyone standing before it in silent admiration. Every second, hundreds of liters of water thunder down like the awakening of the great wilderness, creating a rarely seen magnificent spectacle. Not only impressive in size, Iguazu Falls is also set amidst a verdant tropical rainforest, considered the home to over 400 animal species and more than 2,000 plant species, including rare birds like the blue and yellow macaw with its strikingly colorful plumage. Each year, this area receives a very high average rainfall, helping to keep the ecosystem rich and lush. Another special feature is the nearly 2-kilometer-long hiking trails, allowing visitors to easily access smaller waterfalls and surrounding lakes, fully enjoying the dreamy beauty of this place. As for Vesuvius in Italy, it is famous not only for its height of nearly 1,280 meters, but also for its special location, just about 10 kilometers from a major city, which makes Vesuvius the only active volcano on the entire European continent. The unique aspect that makes many people curious and eager to explore. What makes it impressive is the crater, over 500 meters wide and dozens of meters deep inside, from which white smoke continuously rises from the earth, creating a scene both majestic and mysteriously unforgettable. Moreover, one cannot forget the horrific eruption in 79 AD. When the volcano suddenly awoke and completely buried the ancient Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. Thanks to this, today, the area preserves many priceless historical relics that allow those who love culture and history to vividly imagine the lives of ancient people. Another special aspect is that the land around the base of the mountain has been favored by nature, enriched by volcanic ash with nutrients. Thus, the local people can cultivate vineyards successfully and produce world-famous fine wines, contributing to the enrichment of local culture and economy. If you have a chance to stand on the summit of Vesuvius, your view will expand to encompass the lush green coastal, stretching far and wide along with the vast ocean shimmering under the sunlight. Although it is a land with quite harsh natural conditions, this area still maintains a rich and unique ecosystem, with golden broom plants blooming in vibrant colors alongside elegant eagles soaring in the sky, creating a natural picture both lively and peaceful. Dear viewers and friends, today's journey to discover the 20 most mysterious wonders of the world not only helps us broaden our horizons about the beauty of nature and magnificent cultural heritage, but also reminds each of us of the sacred bond between humans and nature. These wonders are not only evidence of time and history but also a message about the responsibility to protect and preserve our green planet, our only common home. If you love magical stories and want to continue joining us on future adventures, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos. Wishing you always keep the flame of exploration and love for nature in your heart. Goodbye and see you again soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the mystery_core channel so you don't